So, good morning, sir. My name is Steve Daniel Mingilian from BSMT2 Betelgeuse, and this is my video explanation in regarding to CO3 formative assessment. So, number one, my answer is the 2010 amendments of the Convention and Code were adopted by Resolution 3 and 2 by a conference of parties of the STCW Convention held in Manila, Philippines. The amendments mainly introduced improved measures to prevent fraudulent practices associated with the certificates of competency and strengthen the evaluation process. So, the number 2, Resolution 2 to 19 told that all informations and factors of requirements for the job of operation that are completed by the seafarers. Number 3, mandatory provisions to which specific preference is made by an annex to the STCW convention and which give in detail the maximum standards to be required maintained by the parties in order to give full effect of the provision of STCW convention. So number 4, Chapter 11.1 Part A.1 comprises of regulation and explaining the requirements for the structure of the ship, including the protective coating, towing arrangement, deck fitting, construction, and drawing. It includes the regulation on how to provide access to the different parts of oil tanker and bulk carrier, and the structure access manual, which contains the details of the structure, including the plans or means of the access. So in number 5, we have here the chapter 11.2 Part A explains the application of this chapter on ship's construction date. Sorry for that. In number 6, chapter 11-2 Part A contains the regulation 1 to 3, which explains the application of different chapter on ship construction date, and regulations also explains the different terminology which is used in the chapter and the objective of the functional requirement of this chapter. So let's move on for the number 7, which is the chapter 11-2 Part C. Of this chapter comprises 5 regulations and focuses on the requirement to suppress the fire and at the earliest, including protection and control of smoke and fire, and firefighting system and equipment to be used on ships, machinery, accommodation, and cargo spaces. Number 8, the chapter 11-2 Part D. It focuses on the escape of the seafarers and passengers in case of fire or any other emergency. Regulation 13 explains the various requirements for the means of escape for different types of ships, equipment, and system, which helps in escaping from the hazardous place. So number 9, chapter 11-2 Part G. It is special requirement for the operations which are carried out now the tanker and bulk carrier ships, such as helicopter operation, giving details of different constructional, safety, and firefighting arrangements. And the last number is number 10, chapter 3 Part A contains 5 regulations that explains the application of this chapter in the different types of ship, along with the definition of different terminology which is used in the chapter. So that's all for this CO3 formative assessment, sir. Have a good day and keep safe always.